Hello, today we're coming to you from Ryan Lab at Rice University. As you remember, part of this module we talked about scope management and change management process. One of the key items in there was the importance of a complete and detailed project scope statement and the threat that project scope creep can have to your project. So Kaz, have you experienced scope creep on a project that you have recently?
Tom, actually I have. I was a sponsor, or the primary sponsor for a project that I worked on very recently that had two other stakeholders involved. And throughout the process, we came up with our original scope statement, which everyone basically agreed to. And then as the process progressed, the other two stakeholders added things to the project. We had a change in location, and it really detracted from the success of the project. It extended the project's timeline, and it added a lot of additional costs. So it really did affect the project in a negative way.
Yeah, I think I remember that project. That was all kind of as you're trying to set the scope and get things started, right? And the other area that you need to be worried about that I've had real problems with is at the sort of during the validation step. When you're trying to get the deliverables completely agreed to at the end, a lot of times stakeholders have a tendency to bring in experts and outside people from the project to review the deliverables and make sure they meet the organization's requirements. And these people can come in, and if you're not careful, they can add, you know, the better way. Oh, it'd be so much greater if we just did this or added this, right? And so you never can finish. So what I found is that if you can have a really solid project scope statement, that you can use that to say, well, no, we agreed to something different. That's not included. We need to take it out.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And we did have that happen as well. So what we'd like you to do is think about a project that you've worked on that was affected by scope creep, and then think about some of the techniques that we discussed in this process or during this module, and what could you do to affect change and make it so that it was less damaging to your project. So think about that a little bit and then let us know.